Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from, and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Jerry L, roll the corn. North Carolina. Tone Low, Detroit. Roll the corn. Sleepy Eyes, Vizzy, appreciate the like. Share the live, share the live. Star Watch Films, you in the right place for the stars. Wisconsin, roll the corn. Royal Lee, Daryl Harden, Memphis, Tennessee, DeRico, True Frost, Big Chief Slim, South Carolina. We know the truth now. True Self, what's up, brother? Hit the like button, hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Daryl Harden, y'all follow Daryl Harden. User 9825, DC. What up? Shaheed Mustafa. Ronnie Johnson. Wisconsin. Fire. EB Hustles. Ty Mary. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, put the corn in the chat. The Real Sosa, I see you. Judith, Detroit, Michigan. Child of Day, Las Vegas. We everywhere. Daddy Girl, 601, Jacktown. Detroit, LRLO. Roll the corn. Now, love y'all, I'm in love with you, bow my head to my people. Now, today, I've been talking about Cygnus lately a lot, right? But I taught this teaching 2 years ago, but I want to go back through it because a lot of people are new to this. What these star ideologies come from, what did they become, and how much significance it had in our ancient culture to the cultures moving around the world. So I got to show y'all the real stars and the star meanings and what our ancestors were looking at and what they based their teachings off of. And when you learn the basis of these star alignments, you can see where other cultures get this stuff from, right? Marlo, what up? You can see where other cultures get this stuff from, right? So in the background, we have Cygnus. Now I showed y'all Cygnus on the headdress of the this is Cygnus in the sky, right? And I showed y'all the headdress of the sarcophagus in the Met Museum with Cygnus on the headdress, right? Cygnus on the headdress. But before I get started, Cool Rat, what up, bro? Before I get started, I want to point something out. But right before I get started, I'm moving too fast. Let me slow down. Now, this guy used to follow me. I think these people are very interested in ancient culture, but it's one thing they be doing that I don't like, right? These people be, let me get out of the way. These people be making artifacts with aliens having babies with Native American Mayans, and these artifacts are fake, people. Don't believe nothing on the people page when you see all of these alien spaceships and alien gray head, long head aliens and having babies with Native Americans, and they are making these in their basement. These people are putting artifacts in the ground, pull out the video recorder, act like they pulling it out the ground. Oh, we found aliens populating the No, you hunter, gatherer. I'm not gonna let you do that, bro. You cool and all. You cool, you know. Y'all be acting like y'all all spiritual, you and your wife, touching on all these fake ass artifacts. I get it, bro. You want to make a living off our culture. I get it. But at the same time, when you do stuff like this, you confuse the masses with aliens gave us some type of technology. No. Fake aliens might have gave your people technology in your head, but my people gave the real technology. So by recreating artifacts, y'all mess up the ecosystem of the teaching, bro. Y'all still got people, aliens, fallen angels coming down, pumping babies in women. Bro, stop that shit, bro. Stop. Stop the fallen angel story, bro. Fallen angel, big head aliens coming down, popping 9 babies in a Mayan. Nah, bro. This shit is foolishness. Roll the corn. Look. Look at the alien. Look at the alien. Alien just humping. Alien, I ain't trying to be funny. Alien just humping the Mayan. Alien just, what the fuck is going on with y'all? Who even think like this, bro? A messed up mind is thinking like this, bro. This ain't even normal. Y'all weirdos, bro. That's why I'm glad my head in the way so y'all can't see the whole thing. Y'all making these artifacts are weirdos. Look at the alien. Look at your boy. Alien just popping back. What is going on, bro? See, this is what we come to, all this stupid, fake teachings. Just making up shit. Just, let's go in the basement and make a alien hump on a Mayan. Hump on an Egyptian. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Then y'all want to get out here and kick knowledge. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, hunter-gatherers. Roll the call. People extensively create and sell fake artifacts depicting aliens, Egyptians, and Mayans, tourist trade, profit, or to promote pseudo-archaeological theories. These items often show UFOs on Mayan stones. You hunter-gatherers. I gotta come for y'all ass, because ain't nobody coming for y'all. Y'all got all these followers on TikTok. Oh, look at the alien coming down and giving away. That shit fake. You live in a fake world because you fake ass people. I'm sick of you fake ass people. I'm just tired of fake shit altogether, bro. Fuck the fake shit. Fake people, fake aliens, fake archaeologists, fake teachers on TikTok, fake ass people in real life. I'm just sick of fake shit. I'm finna put fake on a shirt and put a big ass circle and cross over it. The fake shit must stop. All you fake ass white boys mixed with Puerto Ricans, I'm just sick of fake shit. The fake shit over, bro. Roll the call. I'm tired, bro. T-I-D-E, like we said in Mississippi. Not tired, I'm tired. T-I-D-E, this is Southeastern talk. I'm tired, motherfucker. T-I-D-E, like the washing powder. I'm tired of y'all niggas. Y'all selling fake artifacts to somebody come see the damn pyramid. Y'all out there with a fake ass You want to buy this for $40? We found this under the pyramid. You a damn lie. Roll the coin. All you culture vultures, y'all must stop, bro. You damn culture vultures, y'all gotta stop. I'm finna start rebuttaling y'all videos too. Finna start rebuttaling y'all videos. It gonna pop up and it gonna say, oh, look at the 8. I'm gonna pop up and say, this shit is fake. This shit is garbage. Garbage juice smoothie. This shit is made out of cardboard and goddamn rocks out these people's backyard. Egypt alien fakes claim that Egypt had alien technology for generally considering mainstream scholars to be manufactured, aiming to create a fake evidence of hidden history, fabricated alien bodies. The purpose, these items are created to satisfy demand from tourists looking for unique souvenirs to support the ancient astronaut narratives or the trick collectors. You fucking ancient astronauts just flying around stupid as fuck. Just flying around, fake artifacts, fake ass people, fake ass tribes, and fake ass, just fake shit. Just fake. White boys talking about they some kids to the old mix, alien old mix, it's just fake. All these fake ass Turtle She niggas, all these fake ass Naga niggas, these fake ass Jaguar priests, these fake ass El Shabazz, El Shabay ass niggas, it's just fake shit everywhere. It's just fake. It's just running around. We got a fake ass Yahweh, nigga wearing a white suit, get his beard trimmed up all cute. He out there like this, Yahweh, the real Yahweh. It's Enlil. He's standing up with some white on in Las Vegas, some goddamn where. Enlil, Yahweh, look. That nigga ain't no Yahweh. He all up in front of the damn camera with the white ass Muslim suit on. Yahweh. Yahweh talks to Charleston White. We don't give a damn if he Yahweh, if he God, why are his people suffering? I'm gonna roast his ass too. Roll the coin. All these fake ass preachers, fake ass Christians running around talking about everybody, faking and shaking. It's just fake. You go to church on Sunday, then you come right back and get drunk and got 3-4 boyfriends and 3-4 goddamn girlfriends, and you at church on Sunday, then you're out here living like a damn hunter-gatherer as soon as you leave church. I'm sick of this fake shit. It's just too much faking going on the planet. You want to act all holy on Sunday, then you out here doing the devil's work all damn week. I'm sick of y'all there, bro. I'm tired, bro. My child's mother, fake ass big Christian, doing the most evil on the planet. My child mother, fake ass holy one, come right back to truth now and be the most evil motherfucker ever. I don't believe y'all no more. Y'all fake, bro. Stay away from me. You lying and conniving, but you the biggest holy, you the holiest. Oh, hallelujah. Shut your ass up. You trash. I'm tired of this shit. I'm finna start speaking up on all this stuff. I can't take it no more. I've been quiet for too long. Roll the coin. It's just too much faking going on, bro. We got a cult. We got a cult of people who are not even from this teaching. They started a whole cult with fake teachings, people. And they believe it. They believe it. We got Thoth cults. Whole Thoth cults. Whole Anu cults. whole Yahweh cults, whole Israelite cults. We just got cults of niggas. Moors cults. We just got cults. It's just crazy out here right now. It's wild out here. I ain't got nothing to do with none of it. Roll the coin. Now, let's get back to the truth. Now, I showed y'all this with Cygnus on the head of an ancient so-called Egyptian. Now, this is the stars. Now, what significance do Cygnus and Aquila and Lyra have to do with ancient culture coming up to religion, then coming up to the truth? Let me break it down. This is what you must learn, my people. Please go learn this. The summer triangle. I want y'all to study the summer triangle like your life depends on it. Because here go Cygnus, here's Aguila, and there's Lyra. Now, from these three star alignments, constellations, a whole lot of knowledge is coming out of these three right here. And I'm talking a whole lot of knowledge. First, let's go to Aguila. Now I'm tripping. Let's do Cygnus first. Now, Cygnus is connected to Duat, the underworld, right? Cygnus is connected to Geb in Egypt. Cygnus is connected to the afterlife. That is why you put Cygnus on the head of the mound of an ancient burial. You put Cygnus up here, represents the afterlife teaching. Duat, the path of souls. So Cygnus goes along with the way burials are put together in Egypt and in mounds in America. Let me say that again. Cygnus goes along with the burial process in Egypt and the mounds of America. It's the same ideology or teaching from our ancient culture. This ain't got nothing to do with no Native American. Absolutely nothing. This is astrology in ancient times. A hunter-gatherer didn't know his hand from his foot in 3000 BC. What do you think he know about stars and afterlife and spirituality and agriculture and teaching of a certain teaching? They don't know nothing about that. But they're trying to claim it today. And I'm not going to let them do it because I know y'all was stupid as fuck in BC times. And there was one bloodline going around of superior, more ancient, divine people. And y'all were just out here running around doing earth knows what. We was running around living off a code of astrology and agriculture and earth, soil, wind, animals, trees, nature's people. Y'all was just trying to eat anything in nature. It don't go like that. Now, Cygnus, right? Roll the coin. So Cygnus became a Ibis. Cygnus teaches you hook it up to a bird that you see in nature, and you put that bird of nature along with the astrology teaching. So when you use a metaphor for the bird to the stars. So watch this. Ibis or goose, sacred bird associated with Jehuti. Who is Jehuti? Who is Tahuti? Thoth. This is why the wisdom comes through Thoth. Because Cygnus teachings is the ancient wisdom, the ancient teaching. So you use Thoth as symbolism for ancient wisdom of Cygnus. You get it? Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Watch what it says. The Ibis corresponds to the same stars and position in the night sky as the Cygnus constellation. It also matches the iconography of the Ibis bird with that of a swan, which we are talking about. Ibis is Thoth, connected to Cygnus constellation, connected to the wisdom of astrology from the Cygnus constellation. Then you get Thoth, wisdom. Cygnus comes out at night, people. Don't never forget that. Cygnus comes out at night. So moon alignments and Cygnus go right together because both of them are out when? At night. Moon movements with the Cygnus, with the wisdom of Thoth. That's where they come from. Now, truth now. The Ibis, no, I ain't gonna skip the lecture. I ain't gonna even jump the lecture. Y'all remember that. I'm gonna get to the end and I'm gonna show y'all what's going on. Now, let's go back to the sky. They go to Cygnus teaching. Let's go to Aguila. Let's go to Aguila. Aguila is the eagle. When they called America the continent of the eagle in that old book, this is what they get that from. The eagle, the falcon, the raptor. Now, why is the eagle associated with red, white, and blue? Hunter-gatherers didn't make that up. Why is the eagle associated with red, white, and blue? USA, bald eagle, red, white, and blue. It's also a vulture in ancient culture. It's also a vulture in ancient culture. So now we go to Egypt. We got the red, white, and blue vulture. You get it? Red, white, and blue vulture. Red, white, and blue eagle. Red, white, and blue raptor. It don't matter the bird, but it matters the symbolism. The vulture or the eagle. Red, white, and blue. Why do we get that? Let me show you. That's a red, white, and blue vulture. We got red, white, and blue stars and flags in Egypt on the damn wall. They didn't create the United States flag. Our people put the red, white, and blue flag on the wall in Egypt. It represents red, white, and blue stars of the summer of Aguila, of the summer triangle. This is an ancient teaching of their ancestors. Let's keep going. Now, why is it red, white, and blue, Truth? Let me show you. Roll the corner. Why is this thing red, white, and blue? Here's Aguila in the sky. Right? You got Shen, Altair, and Taraz at the head of Aguila. I want y'all to remember this. Shen, Altair, Taraz. The three stars of the head of the eagle or the vulture. Let's go look at them in real life. Let's go check them out in real life. Whoa! Taraz, this red. Hold on. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You got the red star, the blue, and the white star. This is what they're talking about. Taraz is red. Altair is the middle one. Shen is the smaller one. Right there, right there, right there. Red, white, and blue stars in the summer triangle of Altair. That's why in Egypt, they are putting the red, white, and blue vulture on the damn ceiling in the murals. I had a picture of the red, white, and blue stars in Egypt, but I lost it. I got to go back and find it. But this is where they come from, right? Roll the coin. Right here. Now, they're not going to tell you the truth from America, but watch this. They didn't use Aguila, but birds of prey, the raptor or eagle, held immense spiritual significance for the Mississippian culture and were frequently represented in their art. They ain't gonna tell you it's Aguila. They're just gonna say it's an eagle or a raptor. Mississippian culture, that's all they're gonna tell you. But that's all we need to know. We don't need to know nothing else. That's all we need to know. The Southern coat, the bird gang, eagle-like characteristics, bird-human imagery, the bird gang, the Southern coat of the United States, the melanated Indians. Now, let's keep looking. Now, if the pyramids are aligned with Cygnus, like I told y'all, roll the coin. Hold on. There should be some birds buried out there. Same way the birds are buried in America. See, this is the type of shit don't nobody know nothing about. Right? Hold on. Now let's go to Egypt, because it's aligned, the pyramids are aligned with Cygnus. Now that might explain this also. Y'all. Let me show y'all this before I keep going. That might explain why you got these red, white, and blue feathers on the headdress of the pre-dynastic Egyptian. Red, white, and blue feathers representing the 3 stars of Aguila. That's where they get this bullshit from in Atlanta Braves. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, I want to show y'all the layout of Egypt with the bird. Show y'all, then I'm gonna go in a little deeper on it because I want y'all to understand what I'm trying to show you. Could this be it? Let me see. Now, out there, Cygnus was known. Ancient Egyptians linked with the plateau, right? So the area of Deneb in Cygnus had mound tombs. Mastaba is a mound. So when they put it on the ground, Cygnus showed them where the bird tomb was. This shit is fire now. Cygnus on the ground up here showed them where the bird tomb was. Watch this. The tomb of birds in Egypt. This the shit they don't show you, right? They'll show you everything else, but they ain't gonna show you that tomb of birds. See, can I find it? There you go right there. What they say right there. They go Deneb, the top part of the Cygnus. You enter Duat right there. You enter the underground Duat at Deneb, at a mound, and you go right underground. You go right to the tomb of birds. See it right there? Let me get out the way. Zoom that thing in. I want y'all to zoom in today. Now, roll the coin. You see it? Put the coin in the chat if you see it. Put the coin in the chat if you see the tomb of birds. Top left. Top Western Cemetery. You see it? Now, this when it get deep now. Y'all gotta listen. This when it get deep. Duat is the underworld, right? After our people are gone in the physical, you go to Duat. So the tomb of birds or Deneb or Cygnus, at Deneb, you go underground. You go into the tombs of people before you. They were buried with all type of falcons, all type of raptor birds. That's why they called it the tomb of the birds, because it goes right along with the Cygnus, the path of souls teaching in America. But over here they call it Duat in Egypt, but in America it's called the path of souls. But it's the same exact teaching. I just want y'all to see what's going on. Now, hunter-gatherers thought that this was Orion, so they never searched up here. It was a mound right there. They never searched it for years, people. Then somebody figured out it was Cygnus. So they put the Cygnus on top of the map, and they mapped out the entrance to the tomb of birds. So when they find Cygnus, they go right on the map, go right out back out there to Egypt, dig under the ground right there where the mound was at, go right into the tomb of birds. They find all type of elaborate burials, falcons, ibises, a lot of these kings and pharaohs that they couldn't find, buried right there under the ground where the nail bit, connected to the stars now. As above, so below. And it just happened in like 1910, people. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, I showed y'all the eagle. Let's go back to the triangle. Aguila the eagle, the continent of the eagle in the old books is America. Now, you got the nail, the underworld. You got the eagle, red, white, and blue. Now let's go to Lyra or Vega. Now you're going to understand where Atlantis teachings come from. What is the symbol of the Atlantean? Put it in the chat. What is the symbol of the Atlantean? What is the sole symbol of the Atlantean? Put it in the chat. Royal Lee, you exactly right, my people. Royal Lee, let me see, can I pin that? There you go, right there. What you think that is right there? What's that? What's that? That right there? And that same thing. That and this, Lyra, Trident, Shen, same exact thing. Now you start to understand what knowledge the Atlantean brought to hunter-gatherers. If he bringing Lyra, he's also bringing a teacher of Aquila. He's also bringing a teacher of Cygnus. It all go together because this is the summer triangle. You can't separate this. See, hunter-gatherers want to separate this. You can't. It all go together. This whole thing glide across the sky every summer in America. I was in Marietta, Georgia 2 years ago, bro. Outside smoking tobacco. Y'all already know I'm outside smoking. I watched the summer triangle glide over I sat out there for 2 or 3 hours. It glared right over my damn head. I could see everything. The red, white, and blue star on this end. I can see the nail, the big white star, and there go the harp-looking stars of Lyra floating right over my head in a triangle in Georgia in June in 2004. Facts. When June hit, if you in the Southeast, look up, you're going to see that big-ass summer triangle floating right over North America all summer. And it's huge. You can't miss it. All you got to do is be somewhere ain't a lot of buildings at. You going to see it. I took a picture of it. I think I put it in my stories years ago. But anyway, The Atlantean Shen symbol. Shen, before I move on, I must break Shen down because you must understand what I'm trying to tell you. Right? Shen. Roll the coin. Hold on. Now in America, we got Shen on the ground at Mounds in Ohio. Here you go right here. Don't you ever think it ain't there. The old Aquila mound. Shen, the harp. The Atlantean Shen. The harp on the ground. In mound form. They knocked this whole mound down, people. They knocked all this down. All that's gone. I think that mound right there is still there, but that's gone. I think this gone too. Now, when we use our common sense as a people, what does this look like? From here to here, from here to here, back over here. Ain't that a triangle? Ain't that a triangle, my babies? Now, one of these had a falcon on top of the mound. One of these, I think it was this one, had a falcon right in the middle of the mound, representing what? If this is Lyra and the falcon mound right here, it represents the eagle mound. It represents Aguila. Do you get what I'm trying to call? This mound, let me show y'all I ain't lying. They be like, truth now just be making shit up. Truth now be bullshit. He just like the other lying ass nigga. Truth now be making shit up. Oh, truth now ain't making up shit. I got receipts. Eagle Mound, prehistoric earthwork, located in the center of the Great Circle in Newark, Ohio. Okay, Newark, Ohio. Okay. Newark, Ohio. Hanukkah. Hold on. You know these old, I don't even know how to spell that Ashkenazi bullshit. I don't even want to learn how to spell that Ashkenazi shit. Roll the coin. Now, the old Hanukkah mound is in Ohio also, right? It's in Ohio also. So all this stuff in Ohio, the eagle mound with the eagle on top of the mound representing Aguila. Simple. Then you got the Lyra mound representing, but this symbol really is Shen. So they took the Lyra stars and used it as Shen. Now, let's break Shen down. Let's go back to the sky so y'all won't forget what we're talking about. This is on the ground again, the mound complex. Let's go back to the stars so y'all can keep all this stuff in mind. Now we're looking at Lyra, right? Now, I might already have that receipt. Let me go look. Let me see. The Menorah Mound, Ohio. I already got the receipts. I know I had them. Hold on. Let me see. Right here. Shen and Lyra symbol primarily found in astronomical traditions where the Hebrew letters shape a spiritual meaning aligned with the celestial imagery of Lyra, Lyri, or harp. So Shen is a teaching coming from Lyra out the sky, the harp. The letter Shen features 3 upright forks connected to a base, resembling the U-shaped frame and strings of the ancient Lyra, the symbol of the Lyra constellation. Shen represents fire and divine energy. Now, Now that you know that, this ain't no damn hokey pokey, fake ass teaching. This the truth. this ain't the hokey pokey dance over here. This real knowledge. Now, Shen comes from Lyra. This is where you get the Atlantean style from. That's why people are using Shen on the copper they found from the Great Lakes. They put the damn Shen symbol right on the damn copper from the Great Lakes. They found this shit in Europe and in Egypt. So the people of Shen are the real goddamn Paleo-Hebrews. You hunter-gatherer. See, you can't debunk me. You don't know the stars. You don't know your real history. You just talking about, oh, it's biblical. Abraham and Noah, fuck all that. Roll the coin. Whoever mapped out the Lyra created Shen. And it ain't had nothing to do with no Bible. Not a now another Bible teaching, and not a now another. It ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. It got something to do with this. The original teaching. Right here. This is Shen. Now, let's break Shen down. So I hope somebody who has been dumb teaching and trying to teach some shit, learn something today and teach your people the truth. Now, what is Shen? Shen is, hold on. Roll the coin. What the hell is Shen? When you get down into these new words. Shen is Shem, people. Let me back up so you can see that. Shen is deeply associated with Shem. Truth. Which means name. Shen is the first letter of the word Shem. That's where you get Semitic from. That's where you get Shu from. S-H-U from Egypt. It's the same damn thing. Hold on. Let's go down and look a little bit more. Shem is an object of special veneration, and the letter Shen, right? Mezuzah representing God's guardianship of the home. But anyway, Shen, deeply associated with Shem. So the Semitic people mapped out Shen or Lyra in the sky. That's where they get Shen from. Then let me show y'all the symbol now. There you go. There you go right there. This is where you get the pitchfork from. You get it? Roll the coin. Our people were even putting it on the ground, people. Big ass Shen on the ground. Roll the coin. Let's go to the old symbols. So you gotta know. There go the old symbol. Then you get the Aramaic symbol. So all you people talking about Aramaic is older than Paleo, you a damn lie, because that is a new model letter. This is the ancient one. This is what our ancestors created right here. Coming from the heart of Lyra in the sky. That's a fact. Now, Casey Macon can show you Shen, Hopewell mound builders. They got artifacts, big ass Shen tridents. Y'all seen it before? Casey, you got the receipt? I can't even find it right now. In the mounds in Ohio, the higher Mississippi Valley, big ass Shen tridents made of copper from the Great Lakes. Then you find ingots of copper in Europe and in Africa with the Shen symbol stamped on the copper. Them our people. That's our language. We are the Shen, the Shemites. We the Semitic people. We took the knowledge over there. It's stamped in artifacts. Fuck that fake shit. Now, You take that teaching to another land and it becomes biblical. So everything after we took it to another land don't really matter to me because it's cultural assimilation anyway. You're going to mix an African or a hunter-gatherer or Arab culture with our culture, use what you want to use, take what you want to take, and turn it into a religion. So it don't really matter at that point. So if you trying to say our people got some, ain't we not that, the Bible ain't none of that, you missing the whole point. You're trying to put biblical things of mixtures of cultures back to the original culture. You can't do that. It's mixed. If I pour vodka in the orange juice, it's not the same. If I pour some fucking taco in the bright and early, it's not bright and early no more. It's getting you starting it, you're getting wasted, you're getting lit now. You're like, why the bright and early taste so funny? It's not the same, bro. So now you can, that's why you can't, that's why a mind that don't know no better always try to dispute the Bible from us, but you don't know that the basic teachings of that book came from us. It's just diluted with vodka of hunter-gatherers. That's the only way I can explain it. Now, truth now. Show it was the bird gang, the first people in Egypt, please. Please show the bird gang, first people in Egypt. Now, let's go to the glyphs. Truth now can read the glyphs. What the other nigga talking about? I'm reading the glyphs that ancestors wrote. I'm not reading the glyphs that I wrote in my lonely ass house eating eggs and oranges. No, I ain't talking about them glyphs. I'm talking about the glyphs the ancestors wrote. Not the glyphs a hunter-gatherer thought of in his fucked up ass head. The Bennu bird, the Haran glyphs, falcon, wing, sun disk, Horekati, Horus, Isis, falcon, kite, Kunzu, falcon, Muntu, falcon, neckbit, vulture. See, these real glyphs. So when you put this into a real teaching of an ancient culture, it makes sense now. Let's keep going. The real bird gang, nigga. Now, look what it say over here. Raptors, ibises, swallows, geese, mummies, victual mummies. All type of birds were buried in these tombs with our people. All the way from Lower Egypt, all the way to the top. Check it out. Check it out. It's the real bird gang. It's the real bird gang. Now, we got ibises and raptors. We got falcons and ibises buried with with melanated people, the first people on the Nile. Because we built all these tombs. The feather people, the people of Ma'at. All these feathers all over. Somebody knew something about some birds and some feathers to bury all these people with feathers. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. The majority of the hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm skipping something. Don't skip nothing, truth. Now, let me see if this is the right receipt. Now, I told y'all Sokar is the corn mummy. Sokar, Osiris, is a falcon. Did I tell y'all that? Sokar is before the Horus teaching. Sokar, corn mummy. Did I teach y'all that? Put the corn in the chat. Put a 2 or put the coin in the chat if you understand what I'm talking about before I move on. Sokar, corn mummy. Now, the city of Saqqara is named after Sokar. These are one of the 2 most ancient cities on the Nile with burials. The oldest pyramid is in Saqqara. So the Sokar teaching was first. The falcon teaching. The corn mummy teaching. Now, if I go to Saqqara, what should I find there? Falcons buried with the people. And there it is right there. Saqqara, mummified ceramic vessels, bird stacked in the entrance of the Galleria in the Falcon Catacomb in Saqqara. Oh shit, truth. The falcon not even from over there, people. Look at all these falcons buried over there. We was breeding falcons over there. Burying them with the elite divine. Why you got all these falcons stacked up in the first city on the Nile? You got to ask yourself these questions. The Egyptians could prepare for burial millions of falcons while still separately rearing falcons which function as the living incarnation of the God of earth. On earth. The God on earth. Not in the fucking sky. On earth. You alien teaching hunter-gatherers. Earth. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. His job, caring for living falcons who are in this land, written in the glyphs. Statue of Dejhor, taking care of the falcons. We had a whole priest just to take care of the falcons. This man fed the falcons, took care of the falcons every day. This when the Nile was simple. This when the Nile was simple, people. It was Sokar, and that's about it. It wasn't all them other deities like today. It was just Sokar teachings. Because the first 2 burial sites, I researched it. It's one north of Saqqara, and it's Saqqara. Both of them were living under the ideology of Sokar. All the other shit wasn't even there yet. The first dynasties of Egypt. Corn mummies. Let's keep going. Now, this was very interesting to me. Now, this is kind of personal to me. It goes with the teaching, but that's how I know this stuff is divine. But it's personal to me. My daughter's name is Avia. A-V-I-A-H. But the Avari is the bird divine burials of Egypt. And that kind of blew my mind. And that is the real meaning of my father. Avia means my father is God or Yahweh. Woo, it's crazy. But the original IV come from the birds of Egypt. This shit is deep now. Roll the coin. Let's look. Shit deep now. Now, this talks about Ma'at, manifestation, the order of balance, was often shown as a feather. The goddesses Isis and Nephthys Nephtites could transfer themselves into kites and the different aspects of the human soul, the Ba, much like the modern idea of spirit, and the Ak, understood as a part of one soul that united with the gods and the eternal stars, were respectively shown as human-headed bird, the bald ibis. These birds served as symbols of gods themselves as well as the divine essence within each individual. Let's keep going. Y'all know I had to break Avia down now. That's my daughter's name. Roll the coin. Had to break it down. The eternal ivory bird mummies from ancient Egypt. Let's go look into that. Large ivories were maintained in temple complexes. For instance, Karnak Temple had dedicated ivory for aquatic birds near the sacred lake, which was used for rituals, right? The act of keeping birds in ivories was a metaphor for controlling chaos and capturing the spirits of enemies. The ability to manage and breed these creatures displayed a mastery over nature, directly linking the pharaoh or priest to divine order. You're not divine if you cannot master nature. I keep teaching y'all that for a reason. You must be able to master nature to be calling yourself any type of divine. I'm not even divine enough because I ain't planted enough crops. I planted some, but I ain't planted enough. So I'm not even going to be sitting here calling myself divine. I ain't finna do all that because it's way more than just calling yourself this. You got to get in touch with the birds, the agriculture. You got to know the stars. You got to know the water patterns. You got to be out there letting the wind blow in your face. I'm talking about wind blowing, you sucking it up. We ain't finna play no more games. This shit is real. We're not finna do that. I got to get out there and put my hands in the dirt more. I ain't done it enough. I'm speaking for myself, right? But that's the truth, people. What made your grandmama and them divine was that farm they worked on. See, I heard a hunter-gatherer in a live yesterday talking about picking cotton is some slavery type. Boy, picking cotton is divine, boy. I'll slap the taste out your mouth if you come say that shit down here in Mississippi. I'm a cock back. I don't care what happened after it. I'm going to try to knock the cotton out your mouth if you say that shit in real life in my face, bro. Because you disrespecting everything our people stand for. And you don't even know it. You let them white folks tell you that picking cotton is just some type of dumb nigga shit in the South. Boy, we were making the most elaborate clothes ever out of that cotton. We were making linen. We was even making clothing out of hemp, marijuana fibers. Boy, that is divine. You ain't buy no clothes from no motherfucking Levi, nigga. See, y'all be playing on this internet talking all slick, but I promise you, some of that shit in real life, I'm a two-piece your ass, bro. Because you can't be that goddamn stupid. And whatever it go up, after they go up. Some things are sacred. And when you speak on them, as another culture spoke on them, you're a part of the problem, bro. Now, if a hunter-gatherer said, I might let them make it because they already stupid. But if my own people say it to my face, you got to hold up for this shit. That's the problem. Ain't nobody holding up for this shit they speaking out their mouth, bro. That's why I don't do all that old arguing on the internet. Because some of that shit you might say, and I see you later on in life, and I'm going to check you about this shit. Hey, come here, Mo. Hey, you, Divine 9, come here. Come talk to me, bro. Wasn't that you in my line talking about picking cotton and slavery, some stupid-ass slave niggas? Yeah, that was me. Bop. You ain't gonna say that shit no more. Whatever go on after that, go on. I'm just standing on business like Pooh Shiesty. I'm on some Pooh Shiesty on the knowledge, bro. I'm putting my mask on you niggas. Now all these niggas ain't bots. All these people are not bots. I'm putting on the Pooh Shiesty. If you say the wrong thing, and I don't forget nothing. So get on these lives and say the wrong thing in my presence, and I'll see you later on at a rally or something. I'm gonna ask you about this shit. Because you got to be held accountable for what you say out your mouth. You got to be accountable for being ignorant to certain things. You got to be held accountable for misleading your people and speaking on your people as if they are nothing. Somebody got to be held accountable for that. The agriculture field what made them divine. See, a lot of people walking around the Southeast right now just thinking, oh, my great-grandmama and them just was some old sharecroppers. They wasn't too smart. They ain't go to college. They ain't go to these white folk schools, and it's just some old farmer. Them the jewels of nature. Them the jewels of God. You don't even know it. You just think your grandma Jill was out there and they've been passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. Before a college or a school ever was built, school and college was out there in the crop field, nigga. The real school and college that you really need to know to take care of your people was out there in the field. It ain't got nothing to do with no Yale or no Duke or no Jackson State University or no goddamn Bethune-Cookman. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. Why you think the colleges are on top of agriculture fields? What you think A&M stand for? A&T stand for? Agriculture and mechanical, agriculture and technology. It's Mounds out there at them colleges. The first colleges were made to teach agriculture, nigga. I can't teach it no better, bro. You just think you just around here, AKA for no goddamn reason. Roll the coin. Most of those historically black colleges are sitting on top of historically black ancestors. Think about what I just said. Slow it down. Remix it. Most of them historically black colleges are sitting on top of historically melanated people. They built the buildings. They're in the mounds up under the building. And we go to class right on top of them. We don't even know. And hunter-gatherers own the whole thing. You better start going to research it. Now, truth. Can you prove our people were burying? I just showed y'all falcons in Egypt buried. Ibises in Egypt buried. Ibises and falcons buried all over Egypt. Let's look in America. Because see, ain't nobody teaching this. It got to be taught. Roll the coin. It must be taught. In 2017, northern Florida Gulf Coast contained large pits of bird remains, white ibises. Bird remains, white ibises, bird effigy, rock mound. Watch this. Watch this. Birds were used as spiritual tools to convey human souls. Rock Eagle Mound in Georgia. That is on the campus of Georgia University. Rock Eagle, people. What you think they're talking about? Then you got ibises buried in Florida. White ibises. Same type of burials as Egypt. But this is older. Let's keep going. Let's go find the falcon. Falcons and eagles, raptors intimately tied to power, warfare, upper world in the Mississippian cosmology. Birdman figures made of copper, falcon-themed artifacts, bird-shaped effigy mounds in Wisconsin show that the birds were of immense cultural significance, acting as messengers or guardians guiding souls into the afterlife. Just like Duat in Egypt. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Mound builders. What they do? What they do, Truth? Buried or depicted falcons. Falcons buried with mounds. Falcons buried in mounds. Falcon-shaped mounds with falcons buried in the mound. Buried or depicted with human remains in ceremonial context. The mound builder, Mississippian culture. Adena, Hopewell, all these. And they try to act like this stuff is 10,000 AD after Christ's death, but they lying. That stuff way older than that. Falcon-shaped mounds. Roll the coin. Burials located in the heart or head of the bird. Now, when I go look in Egypt and find the tomb of the birds, it's the same stuff. Same stuff. Marks a clan territory. Now, bird mounds, eagles, hawks, symbolize sky spirits. But anyway, ibises are buried in mounds in America. Falcons are buried in mounds in America, people. Same type of burials in Egypt. They buried them with falcons and ibises, just like over here. Now, why would you think this is a Native American people? It's not. If I show y'all the tribe of Sokar, which I think is Issachar, I think it's the same thing. I think the Hebrew tribe of Issachar is the tribe of Sokar. I really do think that these words go right together. I'm telling y'all what I know. This shit is way deeper than what you think it is. Now, why are they calling it Upper Mississippian Valley? Then you got Lower Mississippi Valley. Then you got Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. Why is that being taught like that, bro? That don't even make no sense. You can tell a certain people took that certain teaching to another place. They're using the same terminology. The Upper Mississippi Valley. The Upper Upper Egypt Delta. Oh my God. This shit is crazy. Now, we speak of the Atlantean with the Shen symbol coming from Lyra, right? I showed y'all the Menorah and all this stuff. The Menorah and all this stuff is already there. So now, we get a creation story. A creation story with Cygnus as a part of the creation story. This is the stars up here on this artifact in Egypt. The stars of Nut. Cygnus is a part of it. Cygnus is the womb of the Milky Way. That's what they're calling it. Cygnus is the womb of the Milky Way. Fire. Cygnus aligns perfect Cygnus aligns perfect at Giza, people. Perfectly. Cygnus aligns perfectly with Giza pyramids. The stars of Cygnus, along with the Milky Way, which have set down into the second pyramid, with the brightest star Deneb setting into the pyramid's apex. The entrance of Giza's cave, underworld, lies directly behind the second pyramid as viewed from the heights of Gebel Gabli. So this is the second pyramid. The bird tomb is behind the second pyramid. Deneb is right over the top. The entrance of the afterlife, Deneb. Let's go back to the other one. There go Deneb star right there. So the bird tomb is directly west of the second pyramid, on out off a little bit, and you find the bird tomb. There you go right there. The entrance of Giza's cave, underworld, lies directly behind the second pyramid, viewed from the heights. It's aligned with Deneb. Facts. Let's go back and it's aligned with Deneb. So we look at Deneb right there. The three pyramids are aligned with these three stars right here. Then Deneb is up here. And on the ground, they found the underground layer where Deneb lined up on the ground. Now, let's go look at Lyra real quick. The starseed lore. Lyra is constellation in the star system, considered to be the origin of the first humanoid life, Lyrans. Lyrans are often described as early cosmic explorers who seeded human DNA throughout the galaxy. This is hunter-gatherer teaching. This is hunter-gatherer teaching. Watch this. Legends with this context suggest that the seeds or civilizations for both Atlantis and Lemuria were brought to Earth from a golden planet in Lyra system known as Avion. Hunter-gatherers. Lyra is viewed as the blueprint for a human consciousness. Other civilizations like Syrians and Atlanteans were centers of building and wisdom. Now, this is what the white folks believe. Lemurians and Atlanteans and Lyrans and all that old hunter-gatherer. Now they calling themselves star seeds. I am a star seed from the Pleiades and Lyra. Lemurians in the caves of North America. Do you get it? Modern. This is new shit. It's not old. Modern. Not ancient. Now, roll the chord. I am a magic unicorn from Lyra, the Lyrian Lemurian. I am the Thoth of the Atlantean. See, that is modern. Right? You get it? Hunter-gatherers believe in that. That's why they huddle up together and learn it that way. They huddle together. Come on, my white tea brother. Teach about the star seeds. Come on, white tea brother. Star seeds, star seeds, star seeds. We ain't no motherfucking star seeds. Your black ass came from the planet. I'm telling you what I know. I hate to say it like that, but that's where you come from. You don't come from no damn Lyra. You don't come from Nibiru. You don't come from Mars and Saturn. You don't come from Uranus and Pluto. Your ass is Earth, baby. You are Mother Earth. Pop your ass out. Sooner you know that, the sooner you gonna be. The better off you gonna be. Because when our people gave back, who they gave it back to? When our people gave back the harvest, who they gave it back to? They sure ain't try to throw it up there to the moon. Hold on, let me throw this corn to the moon. Hold up. Oh, it didn't reach. They gave it back to Mother Earth. See, we got to start using common sense, bro. The starseed wants you to look out there. Your ancestor wants you to look down here. The dummies want you to look up there. They want you, see, we just mapped out stars. We knew what the star was. But they want you to, a hunter-gatherer consumes that information and tries to tell himself that's where he's from. That ain't where he from. He from the planet also, he just mutated and mixed with some other mutations from another land. That's all he is, bro. Quit, don't let these people pump you up and tell you something about a man created man. No. Let me explain something to y'all, bro. Let me show you how the earth works. Let me show you how the earth works. If I put an ancient giraffe in an area where the trees are high, he can't reach it. He just standing there like, how the hell I'm gonna get up there and eat off this high tree? I'm short as hell. He starts to evolve with a long neck and long limbs just to get up to that tree. He is a part of his environment. So over a whole lot of years, now he up there eating off the tree 20 feet in the air. It's the same thing hunter-gatherers is, bro. They come from a place with no real sun, no real cold weather, cold, dark, hunter-gatherers in a cold, dark place. That's why they the color they is. Ain't that color because they had just, no. The earth got a lot to do with their ass. They mutations or something, but they are cold and dark in their beginnings. You wasn't. You came out with the sun and the water and they didn't. You came out way before them pure. See, you came out pure. We the first little. we not the runts. The runts come last on the planet. The first little straight killers. Anybody know something about some dogs? They might have been underground, Keisha. You're right. Deep down underground, I think all of us was underground. But I think, coming from the planet, but I think we just emerged to a beautiful paradise and they just emerged to snow and no damn sun and caves and they sat there. We popped out in the sun like, oh shit. They go to work. But we are the firstborn. That's why we have the first knowledge of stars and agriculture and code and structure building. Right? It made common sense to me now. And Africa popped out the same type of way, pure sun people. But they weren't before us. So now, then you start to mix. Then it get more complicated. But at the same time, I think our American DNA came right from this land, right from the soil of this continent, and we were the first born on this planet. That's what I really think after I do my research. Because the planet births us, nothing else. Once you understand that, you understand the truth. Right? They're substituting God with nature or God and planet. They're substituting it in books. You get it? Roll the coin. We got all type of stuff in America that's hidden, right? All type of ancient caves going to creation pits. I'm telling y'all, this stuff all this stuff that's blocked off. It's not just one spot, y'all. See, that's where we get this thing. See, we just know about Keisha the Flesh Plate, but it's not one spot. It's a whole lot of spots. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of spots of creation in North America. Not just one. I done already found like 4 of them. I'm telling y'all. It's a lot of creation spots. And once you look at it like that, you start to understand everybody is not the same. Some people came 100 and some thousand years after the first people. They are behind, literally, behind 100,000 years. So when they see you, right? You're exactly right. The Shatar Mound, Nuna, N-I-N-I-H, that is a creation mound. They say it's one at Ohio Serpent Mound also, right? From Duat you came, from Duat you go back to. You get it now? That same cave they talking about creation come from. I mean, they bury people at. That's the same type of teaching where they say you come out of. That's why it all go together. So that Choctaw creation mound, the Texas pit, snake serpent mound has a cave with an ancient they blocked off. It's a lot of stuff. I'm telling y'all. Some of them spots where they found out that elaborate stuff in their cave go right back to some type of creation story. It's written on the walls of them cave, but they won't show you that. Right? Your cave just happened to be in paradise and you the first people. Their cave happened to be in when land popped up in Europe, cold as hell, in the snow. See, it's just common sense. It's just common sense, man. But Lyra, I want y'all to learn about Lyra. These people turned that into some starseed teaching, right? Lyra, but is the constellation represented by Lyra or Orpheus? Now, Orpheus, Morpheus, the wisdom. The constellation represented by Lyra of Orpheus. This is Greek. This is where they get the word Morpheus from in the Matrix. That's why Morpheus had all the knowledge, people. Then you go see Nina Wire. But the old words are Ishki Chateau, and then you got Nuni, N-U-N-I-H. N-U-N is Hebrew. You get it? They changed it to Nina, but it's really N-U-N-I-H. Mound. With Noon, the snake people. That's where they come from. They changed the Nina Wire, and then it was called Ishki at one point in time too. ISH is also Hebrew. So I just found some new receipts with it called N-U-N-I-H. But this is where they get the name Morpheus from in the Matrix, because that's why he has all the wisdom, right? It comes from when the Greek transfer over Lyra information to Orpheus. Now it's Morpheus. Then you get the lady who was teaching Neo. What's her name? Her name was the Orpheus or something too. I can't think of her name. But all that stuff come from these stars. See, once you understand these stars, you the oracle, right? The oracle. Roll the coin. Now, the celestial oracle. This is where all these words come from in the matrix. The association between oracle and Lyra, spiritual, the Lyran oracle deck. That's a book they wrote about with the stars, and it's some more stuff connected to that. But the Stargate of Lyra, an oracle concept where the Lyra constellation acts as a portal to other realms, such as the unicorn kingdom. There you go with the unicorn teaching. See what I'm saying? An oracle concept where Lyra constellation acts as a portal to other realms, such as the unicorn kingdom. You get it? Now, this is why YT people call themselves the unicorn. I am his mother, the golden unicorn. You get it now? They are. Now, then the oracle became a specific entity described in the mystical circles as a wise celestial being embodying the energy of the cosmos. So that's why Earth Speaks mama called herself the magical unicorn woman. I love you, I'm in love with your mama, but we know where you got the unicorn teaching from. You pass it down to your son. Now he's the magic unicorn Thoth. Yeah, we get it now. I love y'all, I'm in love with you. This ain't no diss, but I just want to show y'all where people get their teachings from. What path did they take to learn this stuff? You see what I'm saying? Everybody took different paths to learn the knowledge, but this ain't really knowledge. This is just mythology that people wrote in books, and it became or household names, but this stuff is trash. You're not gonna learn nothing from it when it come down to the real teachings. You ain't gonna learn when it comes to the real teachings. And I ain't trying to diss cuz, but I just got the truth is the truth is the truth, bro. So now Lyra is associated with the Menorah, right? Lyra associated with the Menorah, with the Ashkenazi Jew Menorah. The candle. Ashkenazi Jews, right? This is where they get that from. They got that from us. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, it ain't all the way about religion. They got the association between Lyra teachings of ancient teachings became the Menorah. Central stem and mimic the shape of Lyra. This is where Ashkenazi Jews get the candle, right? There you go right there. Now you see who the chosen people is? We created that as astrology teaching from the summer triangle. All linked back to the earth and agriculture. They took it and made it religious. After it got to the land of these people. Now, what proves my point is, how did Ashkenazi Jews ended up in ancient times, well, not ancient times, but godly, biblical times, getting this information? How did they get there? They didn't create it. I just showed you they didn't create it. A people had to bring some type of teaching of astrology to that land, and then they get it and turn it into what it is today. So now, if you using your brain, that automatically lets you know that was brought to that land. Because them Ashkenazi people ain't even from this side of the earth, people. I'm telling y'all what I know. Them people ain't even from this land nowhere. Now, Native Americans did come after us. Because we all know Hardy, Mongol tribes were moving around the earth too. After us. We fought them first. That's proven facts. I can't act like they never came to the land. That's not true. We was already set up here and they came and we fought them. Some of them learned from us. Some of them even joined our people on the land. I'm just giving y'all the truth. So you just can't sit here and say everybody ain't never been here. No, that's not true. We was here from the start. Those people started to travel and then they started to come around us and we fought some of them and we taught some of them. It's just simple. We fought some and we taught some. Some are still connected to these, what they learned in Native American cultures from our people before them. That's why they do the green corn dance. That's why they know about the soldiers and the equinoxes and all of that. We taught their ass. I got books that said them people mimicked us, bro. They sit outside of the festival and mimic us. Just watching us. Why are they dancing to this date? Why are they taking corn up there, burning it? Why are they putting corn on? These people sit there and mimicked us. Now, why is a being from Europe and Africa with the same teaching as an ancient American teaching? That's where you connect the knowledge at. Our people bought it to their land, people. And they learned it from our people. That's the only way they could have got it. And I'm talking ancient times. We bought all of that symbolism and teaching of astrology and agriculture and stars to a land and structure building and pyramid building to a land that was not sown. A land that's not sown mean they had no agriculture, no astrology, no mass production, no buildings, none of that. They didn't have the same type of stuff we was. They probably had a structure to live in, but they didn't have stone structures that still stand today. They didn't have no plow. D-Hawk, you're exactly right. They didn't have no big old oxes with the horns, long horns, pulling plow. They wasn't doing it in no Africa. That's why the plow and the ox is Paleo-Hebrew. Do you get it? So, our culture taught that thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago over there. Now, the people who stayed on the land are our ancestors. The people who never left, who probably lived in the wilderness in these Mississippi towns, Alabama towns, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, our people started spreading out. We was everywhere. All over the Southeast and Midwest and the Atlantic coast for sure. Now, let's use common sense. Now, if our people are still on the land farming all the way through the biblical times, because the biblical times ain't that one going on over here. The biblical times went on over there. Now, some of the ancient stories in the book happened over here. But the stuff they really talk about in the meat of the biblical times didn't happen on all that war and carnage after the religious stuff came out. That happened over there. We was over here living in peace while that shit was going on. They had already pushed our bloodlines out of their land over there. So now they over there warring against each other, right? We over here living in peace. So your ancestors was in these rural places farming the whole time with the ancient teachings of a Paleo-Hebrew. That's a fact. Your ancestor was in Starkville, Mississippi, in the woods. This land was inherited, passed down to them through their ancient ancestors. Yes, Canaan got something to do with Canada. Yes, it does. That's another teaching, though. It do, though. You're right. But your people spread across the land with the ancient land that was passed down to them from their ancient ancestors. Them crops had been growing out there for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And they built a life right in that plot of land they inherited. That's why they talk about in the Bible, the land inherited, the promised lands. Your ancestors promised you that land. They ain't talking about no paradise at that point. They're talking about the land that's promised or passed down in inheritance to a people. Now, how do your people just sitting out there in these small towns in these southern places like that? And then here come hunter-gatherers, taking the land, tricking them out the land with taxes, making some of them prisoners of war. They've been there forever, people. They've been there forever. Think about it. So when you say, when a stupid nigga say something about they picking cotton and picking tobacco, they been doing it, fool. They just ain't do that when the white man pulled up. Who you think mastered the art of these? Some of these crops only grow in America. Some of these crops was only growing over here, people. Cotton wasn't growing all over the world. Tobacco for damn sure wasn't growing all over the world. So now, I go back and look at the ancient mound builders. They was cultivating tobacco, smoking it. They was cultivating hemp, marijuana, smoking it. They was cultivating corn, eating it. They was cultivating hemp, all of it. So now, if you find an indigenous crop with 100 acres of tobacco, and people in Europe never smoked tobacco in their life. Sugar cane also. People in Europe never smoked it in their life. People in Africa never smoked it in their life. And you take it over there and you give it to them. You give these folks a cigar. And they never smoked in their life. And they hit it. It's the crack era. Boy, them people start chopping down tobacco, shipping it back to Europe. 100. Now they have a cash crop to sell to countries that never had these crops. A lot of these fruits and stuff over here was taken over there too. Bro, a pineapple in ancient times in Europe, they were making whole monuments about pineapples in Europe. Go look. American fruit, one pineapple. They put a whole monument to a pineapple. These people never had this stuff, y'all. You got to understand what they don't have, right? So if I take a new crop to my old country, I can make millions of dollars off of that crop that the ancient Paleo-Hebrew people had grew. And they used it for ceremony way before anybody ever came over here. So the reason I know this is, like I say, I study the mounds. This stuff in the mounds, people. Tobacco, Nicotiana rustica, hemp, marijuana, all this stuff already in the mounds. Been here since BC times. So what I'm trying to tell y'all right now is, your ancestors who was on that small or large farm in these rural places in the Southeast or Midwest or Atlantic coast, Georgia, Florida, Carolina, Virginia, coming back towards Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, all these people in Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, Texas. Those are God's chosen people. They are the most connected people to nature on the face of the earth. Look around and check and see. Your people never went through no famine. They never was hungry. They never did not have fresh water. They never did not have structures built to live on. These other places didn't have no structures built. They had no fresh water like that. They had no crops, no agriculture, no astrology, no ancient wisdom of how to grow it until our people taught them that. The world ain't that big, people. They try to make this world way bigger than what it is. It's not that big. In the southeast of America, that's them people. Ain't no other people like you on the face of the earth. They ain't got your skin tone. They ain't tall like you. They can't shoot the jumper like you. They can't run like you. They can't outthink you. All they can do is try to trick you. Now, a couple spots in Africa got people that... Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. 2 in the chat. My phone ringing. Y'all hear me? 2 in the chat. 2 in the chat. 2 in the chat. 2 in the chat. Now, I've been studying this. It's a couple places in Africa that's our people, y'all. I'm telling you. It's a couple places. I'm going to break it down when I get through studying it. But it's a couple places, them our people. They try to say, and then you got to look at it backwards too, because everything is backwards. Now, what if our people had already posted up in Africa and they sent a couple of us back in the slave trade because we was different? Now, these old books, it said them people who came long time ago had them settlements, and then the African people sold them back into slavery because they wasn't the same people. It's starting to make sense. See, this shit they don't want to teach us. Them Africans knew that them people wasn't the same. We had the same belief system as them people from America, still over there, because their ancient ancestors taught them. And them Africans with a whole nother teaching attacked our people and sold us to the damn slave trade and sent us all around the world again. See, it's written in stone that our people were always involved in some type of slavery or some type of oppression because we was always the great people. Facts. You get it? When you great, people attack you. I'm telling you now. Ain't nobody attacking no sorry ass people. People attack you because you great. People talk about Chris Brown, talking about his tickets high, and they don't want their girlfriend to go see Chris Brown. Why? Because he great. Roll the cord. I ain't paying him high ticket to go see Chris Brown. You got to pay it. He great. So people hate on greatness. Pettiness hates on greatness, people. So if you see our ancient culture with these huge buildings with columns and pyramids and stone and all this belief system, all this food stored up in pyramids, you petty. You ain't got that. You ready to attack us right now. You get it? That's what's going on. That's why this stuff is the way it is. A great people kept running across subpar people, and all they can do is be warlords. All they can do is be warlords, people. All they can do is attack. You can't think with them. They wiser than you. So all you can do is attack them and keep attacking and keep attacking, and hopefully you crack them after you keep sending in kamikaze missions. You get it? So when I find out people all over the world, I can always find attacks from all different kind of other people. Egypt got attacked 45 times. Egypt been attacked more than they was, or every culture on that side of the world attacked Egypt. Ottoman Empire, Arabs, Romans, Greeks, everybody attacked Egypt. Just think about it. And then all of their teachings come from that area of the world over there. Why don't none of the teachings come from Europe? It wasn't no knowledge over there. All the knowledge came from the Nile. That's why everybody attacked them. Right? Think about it. So now, the Phoenicians, the Sidonians, them our people, they got attacked in Tyre and Sidon, pushed out. The Paleo-Hebrews in Levant, attacked, pushed out, made slaves. You see what's going on? You see the pattern? You starting to see the pattern? Everywhere people went attacked, city set on fire, take all the artifacts, the gold, enslave the people who left. Egypt. And I'm going to end it with that. Egypt attacked. Now the power structure turns over to African pharaohs. They changed the religion from one deity to 20 of them. What you think the story of Tutankhamun daddy about? Akhenaten. What you think that story about? We're going to change monotheism to polytheism, whatever it's called. Once these other people take over, they put all these new gods into play to fit their lifestyle, not ours. We had one teaching, one teaching of earth. Then they come with all the 55 other teachings later. That ain't where they started it. So now the African pharaohs are on top. Who end up enslaved? Building pyramids. Let my people go as people. Who them people is? You better use your brain. We started on top, we ended up, after all the wars came in, some type of servants. I seen a book that said, I got the receipts. It said an African-American bloodline is the same bloodline that's buried in the people that worked on the pyramids. What that tell you? We built it first. They came in and overran us over time and enslaved our bloodline right there on the same place we first built. You get it now? It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. I'm going to show y'all the receipt tomorrow where they say the people buried that died building the pyramid. Same bloodline as African Americans in the southeast of America. Same DNA. Y'all think I ain't got the receipts? I got them. Same people. And if you study Egypt, you know that the people who were building the pyramids were the first leaders in Egypt. They were the first leaders. People who were building the pyramids were the first leaders in Egypt. They were the first leaders. Put a 2 in the chat. 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 Now, let's come back to America when I end this live. Let's come back to America. That's my cash out right there. I appreciate the cash out. People sent me some cash out. I appreciate that. Love you, I'm in love with you. Is we know the truth now with the red logo. Appreciate y'all. Now, this is what we got to start looking at. If the mound builders of North America are the most ancient bloodline on the face of the earth, they are the most ancient bloodline on the face of the earth. The mound builders of North America, not South, North America. Oldest structures on the planet in North America. And they ain't even close. Now, these people evolve and make a language that goes along with all they know at the time. All they know at the time is so ancient is what you see in the sky. So you make your languages and animals that's around you in the sky and the planet, you make your teaching connect all of that in nature. So you connect the stars with a time to farm, to sow the seed, to reap the seed. You connect the stars with the time of the winter starting, the autumn harvest, the new year, which is the spring. You set the festival of the new year, which is the spring festival, right? That's where you get Mardi Gras type of stuff from, right? Our people mapped it out over here first, right? So now, the Cygnus and Aquila and Lyra, the summer triangle, you break those stars down in the teachings also. One of them becomes a Thoth type of teaching. One of them becomes the eagle type of teaching. And Lyra becomes the Shen symbol. All coming from stars. You write these symbols down on ancient artifacts that the Smithsonian has hid forever. Some of them got out and we see it. So now, that Paleo-Hebrew language is an agriculture star language. It all go together. Then you put American birds and animals to the teaching also. And you put it all together in a teaching for your descendants. So now, some of our cultures lived in places where floods and earthquakes happened. And they left and took their stuff to the other side of the world. Most of our cultures still are here. A lot of us didn't leave. Misha Sapokni, the Mississippi River. The river beyond age. That's what it means, people. The people on the Misha Sapokni resemble God. What does resembling God mean? You resemble nature. Now, this whole time, our people lived over here in the Southeast. Not just in the Southeast, but the majority of our people left around different parts of the country, and a lot of them settled in the Southeast, and a lot of them are just from that area. But the bloodline in the Southeast always been there, people. That's why you are not like another person on the... You can't find another person on this earth that even look like us. We don't look like no Africans. We don't look like no Sudanese. We don't look like them people. We don't look like no Chinese. We the ancestors of the Chinese. That's why they get their slanted eyes from us. Roll the coin, we think Egypt got them slanted out. But anyway, we left here and went to Asia first. See, they won't teach you that. We left here and went to Asia right across the damn street. Before a hunter-gatherer ever came across the Bering Strait, we had already went that way and set up shop. Who you think built the Great Wall of China? We did. Blocking European bloodlines from the earth from coming this way. Why does the Great Wall of China face China, people? If they were trying to keep us out, if we facing the United States, that motherfucker facing Europe. That's where that hunter-gatherer bloodline was sprung up through mutation from the planet. And we knew that. And they caused a lot of trouble. So we built a wall up to keep their ass over there. Tartarians are Mongols. Them our buildings. Tartar is Mongol. Mongol ain't build no buildings. Anyway. So now, all this time, a pure bloodline of God's chosen people are still in the Southeast because they are untouched. Even the northern tribes said, boy, we ain't going down there by the Mississippi River. Them niggas is cutthroating. Even the Lenape tribe said, bro, them tribes east of the Mississippi River, oh, they different. Y'all want to see the receipt? Them people already knew that coming down there to that east of the Mississippi River, them big dogs down there, them 7-foot tall big dog chiefs down there, whole different bloodline. Don't play with them people. It took a civil war to break this shit up. All right, y'all laughing. It took a civil war. Native Americans joining armies from overseas to come over here and run us out of the Southeast. I'm talking about niggas joining up like Voltron trying to get us out of there. Y'all think I'm bullshit? Let me show y'all what these people said. Them people said the tribes in the southeast of the Mississippi River. Let me see can I find their receipt. I know I got it. Let me see. There you go. Sapu. Misha Sapokni. Sapu. See, the northern tribe were calling this Sapu, the Mississippi River. Sapokni. Sapok is Hebrew, people. Sapok is Hebrew, but that's a whole nother thing. Now, let me show you what they say about these Allegawi people. Crossing the river. The Lenape were crossing the river. The Allegawi, becoming alarmed at their number, assailed and destroyed many of those who had reached the eastern shore. But this ain't the one I'm looking for, though. This ain't the one I'm looking for. Hold on. Let me see if I find the other one. Let me see. Talking about them tribes of the Mississippi River. Roll the coin. I'm going to have to go back through this stuff, but the Lenape Indians from up north, and they was melanated too. They still knew not to come down on that Mississippi River, bro. I'm telling you. I think this is it right here. East of the Mississippi, inhabited by a powerful, I can't even see it, by a powerful, I'm going to have to shrink this down, bro. Powerful, nation. See, I can't see it, all this stuff on my screen. A powerful nation, people. The people are tall, stout, right? Gigantic mode. The Allegheny, that's what they call them. The Allegheny River is mountain people. Now, why are the northern tribes talking about these people down here in the southeast, tall and stout, and has a powerful nation east of the Mississippi? Mississippi River, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama right here, Georgia, Florida, east of the Mississippi. Where do all our people live at? These wasn't no natives people. Tall and stout, powerful nations. There's us. Ain't no motherfucking Africans. These ain't no Native Americans. They talking about us. East of the Mississippi, powerful nations. These people were spying on us. Look, the spies. The damn spies. You see that? The spies of the Lenape. Watching the people east of the Mississippi. The powerful nation. Now, okay. Who they talking about? They can't be talking about no damn weak-ass, fake-ass Choctaws. They talking about the Choctaw, the Choclaw, them melanated Indians, not them fake-ass Choctaw. No. Roll the corn. Let's go ask a couple questions after we know that. Let's go ask a couple of questions. Let's go ask a couple of questions. Why are everybody in cahoots? Why is everybody in cahoots? Why do natives get the reservations and we don't? See, now you got to start asking yourself these type of questions. Because see, truth now go off common sense. I don't go off that bullshit. So now I got to ask myself, did the Lenape Indians fight with the Northern Union? Hell yeah. Now I gotta start asking myself some bigger questions than all this stupid shit that we talk about on the internet. Who joined together to run us out of the Southeast? Now, as we see here, the Lenape joined the northern armies of the Union. Okay, now let's go ask some more questions. Because see, now we learning something. Now we really learning some real truth. Now, Lenape. And what's funny about it, some of these motherfuckers were melanated. That's a whole nother thing. Lenape Indians have reservations in the north. Hold on. Now we see how they get these reservations in casinos and shit. Now, I'm gonna tell you how stupid they is. They helped the Union go against the Southeastern Indian. Then after they get through getting that, they come back home and then they shit get took. Roll the corn. Y'all helped the damn Union. Then when they got through using y'all ass, you went home and they took your damn land. You stupid hunter-gatherer. While the Lenape people were forcibly removed in the 18th and 19th century after the Civil War, they maintained a modern presence and they gave them a little land in Ontario, Canada, New Jersey, and they got a little land in where? Wisconsin. Move their ass clear to Wisconsin. What happened to your land up there in the Northeast? This is what happened, people. All that other shit is foolishness. This what really happened. Them tribes up north knew about that powerful tribe down south. They told the armies of the English and all these other people. And they booted up together. Who you think led them hunter-gatherers through all these terrain in North America? You think they just out there with a red coat on, just marching, hooroo? Hell no. Somebody is showing them a way around. Roll the corn. That's how some of these tribes end up with reservations with casinos and all this. 20,000 acre land in Wisconsin and all of that. They were promised it to help these hunter-gatherers. And they still get federal stuff today because some of them helped out these armies. And they fought against our people. That's why our ass ain't got no federal check. We the enemy. That's why while you around here looking for a check, you not gonna never get a check. You still the enemy, nigga. You ain't gonna never be the check. They ain't never write you no check. You know what them people had to do to get your grandmama them land? They ain't finna get that shit back. They'll pay an African before they give you anything. Because they can control the African. He can get his little money and they can sit his ass home tomorrow. They don't care nothing about him. They can't send you nowhere. So now, while you looking from teaching about federal paperwork and federal this and federal that and the federal government not gonna do nothing for indigenous people. They are built to oppress indigenous people. Why do you think they taxing the hell out of us right now? Your mortgage going up, your rent, your car tax, your land tax, taxes through the roof. I'm like, finesse, it ain't making no sense. And so now, as I just showed y'all, these northern tribes were teaming up with the Union, coming down here attacking niggas in the South. Now you see why they got reservations. Now you see why they teach their culture a certain way, but our culture don't exist. Now, you come down through the South. Now you have to use what you know about your history. Mound sites became plantations in the South. Because when they finally took over that land, they set up plantations right there where the food was, but the mounds and the ancient culture got ran off that land. Some of them got made prisoners of war on the same land their ancestors worked. So now you got mound plantations in Georgia, mound plantations in Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Louisiana. Your ancient mound still right there where the plantation is at. Because you still own your ancient ancestors' land. So now, if you think I'm lying, go through the South and Google mound plantations. We got orange plantations, lemons, corn, tobacco, peanuts, peaches in Georgia. God, you don't even want to know. These people that made millions off these crops. And Mounds is right there on the plantation. Just to give y'all a quick overview of what I'm trying to tell you. Everywhere a large agriculture field was at, them people attacked it because they know it's plentiful right there. Do you get it? Everywhere ancient, you run across hundreds of acres of crops, they want that because they can feed an army right there. So an army can set up his house and take yours right there and live there and live on that land all the way to 2026. Your ancestor was some people who took land right there in that same spot. People got mansions on that same land they never paid for, coming through the South, through the Bible Belt right now. Let me show you something. Mound plantations in the Southeast. Let's go look. Magnolia Mound Plantation, Baton Rouge. Mound Plantation, St. Joseph, Louisiana. Spokane Mound Plantation, Adams County, Mississippi. Emerald Mound. The Mound of the Natchez is a mound plantation. Mound Bayou, Mississippi Delta. Let's keep going to Alabama and all these other places. Roll the corn. They won't even show me all of them. Look. Show me. Let me get all of them. Winterville Mound was a plantation. Ottawa Indian Mounds was once a plantation. Moundville, Alabama was once a plantation. Hold on, let me get some more names. Let's go look. Old Kawaba Archaeological Park. Built on the plantation was built on it. Okmulgee Mounds. Kolamoki Mounds. Chief Van House. Louisiana, Tennessee, the Pinson Mounds. Travelers Rest in Nashville, Antebellum Plantation House, built on the site of a Mississippian burial ground. So you better start learning your history. Look. Travelers Rest, Nashville. The antebellum you think them antebellum house and white folk shit? You crazy. Plantation House, built on a site of a what? Mississippian burial mound. You think you a slave from Africa? These people enslave your people right there where their ancestor burial mound at. Mound site. Chucalissa Indian Village, Memphis. Mississippian Village. Roll the corn. Pinson Mounds. Lake Jackson. Plume Bayou, Toltec, Arkansas. Look at all these mounds. All of them plantations. There was once plantations. Historic antebellum estates that were either named for their proximity to ancient Native American earthworks or were actually built directly on top of them. That's all I'm going to show y'all today. That's all you need to know. So while you sitting there a prisoner of war on the plantation, you didn't get brought there. You grew there. Ain't nobody bring your ancestor to the plantation. They was already on that land. They brought in a sprinkle of Africans, but that ain't worth a damn. On the movie Roots, they brought in one African, Kunta Kinte. Everybody else was Tamale. That's why Fiddler was like, look at the Guinea man. We got to teach the Guinea man how to farm. You better go watch Roots again. Fiddler, come in my office. Teach the Guinea man how to farm tobacco. He don't know shit about it. Feeling like, damn, master. I ain't trying to teach this African nigga nothing. But damn, I'm going to go and do it because you going to fuck around and charge me for it anyway. So Philip took the African Kunta Kinte and taught him how to plant corn and tobacco and all that shit. Don't nobody remember this but me? It was a sprinkle of Africans and a whole lot of Tamari people. That little sprinkle cannot, that little 3% out of 97 or 98% cannot negate the truth, bro. Go back and watch Roots again with an open eye. They bought Kunta from Africa. Everybody else was from the land. They bought a couple of dudes from Africa. Everybody else was from the land. Watch how the master kept telling Fiddler to teach Africans American crop growing. Roll the corn. Now, all you light brown skinned people, you didn't come over here on no boat from no Africa. You can take your dashiki the fuck off. Y'all ass from here. Roll the corn. All you light brown, butter pecan, like Umar Judge say, light brown and light tan and copper, and y'all niggas is from the land. Your ancestor shit got took long time ago. That's all what happened. And some of y'all people still got the land your ancestors farmed on. Some of y'all so blessed, you don't even know it. Y'all still own that land. Y'all better go out there and do something with that land, bro. Some of y'all still got y'all ancestor land. Made it through all the turmoil and still own the land with the houses and the crops on it. Y'all are extremely divine. While you looking for a blessing with the white man in the church, the blessing's still right there in your family living on it right there. Roll the corn. You better go out there and put everything you can out there. Fix up everything you can. I don't care if it's a little small one house after they made your people move out the country in the city. You better keep it and go fix it up. Don't care how ran down it is. That is the inheritance of your ancestors' hard work. When you give it away for peanuts, for tax money, $500 and $600, you are losing generational wealth. You are losing generational connections to your people. You got your little nice house out here with the white folks, but the house over here in the hood where your grandma live, don't nobody care nothing about that. That is the stupidest I ever seen in my life. Roll the corn. All I'm saying is, all these beautiful billions of dollars worth of land in the Southeast is ours. All of it. All these beaches and beautiful lakes and reservoirs and state parks all through this stuff is our ancestor because it's all on top of ancient. Whoever buried in that mound, bloodline met some of y'all people on this live right now. If we could find that DNA from that mound builder in the Smithsonian somewhere and match it up with somebody in this live right now, somebody who tapped the heart matching up to them people right now. That automatically trumps the government. Why do you think they hide the bones of the mound builders? Because if you connect to that, you automatically inherit the land. You can set fire to all paperwork. Get y'all ass out of here. This mound, 3000 BC. Well, now one of you hunter-gatherers nowhere near here. And the bloodline match my people? Oh, no, y'all got to get out of here now. So they took the bones and hid them all in the Smithsonian and other museums deep in vaults. Took all the records out of the mounds and hid them deep in vaults. So you would never claim your real land. Not no damn land patent, neither. Have you ever seen a land patent for downtown Atlanta? Have you ever seen a land patent for downtown Miami, Florida? Have you ever seen a land patent for downtown Birmingham, Alabama? Have you ever seen a land patent for Atlanta, Georgia? Downtown Jackson, Mississippi? Downtown Little Rock, Arkansas? Any of y'all ever seen one? A land patent on some millions of dollars worth of land? No. No. Anybody seen one? Anybody seen a land patent sitting on some $1 million building sitting on top of it? Please show me the land patent that the Capitol building in Atlanta sitting on top of that they gave back to you. You know why you ain't gonna never find that? Because the land patent they gave you is in the West. After they kick your ass off your original land. So now your land patent's in Oklahoma, huh? Motherfucker in Utah, Montana, Nevada. Dirt plots in Arizona. That's where I bet your land patent in the West. I would bet $100 to a Fago that your land patent in the West. You know why? Because the federal government owned all the land in the West after they took the land in the Southeast. So now they give you a Dust Bowl land patent to get your ass out the Southeast. And it's not your original land. But boy, if they link you back to your original land, some of y'all ass would be downtown Atlanta, downtown Houston, downtown Jackson, Mississippi, downtown New Orleans, downtown Memphis, Tennessee, Birmingham, Montgomery, Mobile, Miami, Tallahassee, St. Augustine. Y'all will be in the most beautiful piece of land in America if you link back to your LA, Nevada, Vegas, all of that. Y'all will be sitting right down there in the middle of the most $1 million land on the Savannah. Savannah, them golf courses in Savannah, they found the whole king tomb at the golf course in Savannah. Mounds aligned with stars with a man-made reservoir in Savannah. Facts. Bilbo mounds, you're exactly right. Now, who ancestor that is? Nigga, that's the rich part of Savannah, and I ain't even from there, I know that. Wherever the golf course is, that's the rich land. Any of y'all from Savannah? I bet there's mansions out there. It is indeed in the chat. I bet you Bilbo Golf Course's mound site is the richest part of town. There's some of y'all ancestor land. They found the whole tomb of mound builders right there. I did a whole lecture about that. Them our ancestors. That's our land. Them people out there playing golf on top of your damn ancestors. That's enough for today, man. I love y'all, though, I'm in love with you. I just want y'all to look at this thing another way. That's all I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to prove nothing. I ain't trying to change your belief system. I ain't on here to try to change nobody's thought process about nothing. Your spirituality, your religion, that ain't what I'm here for. All I'm here for is open your eyes and start to look around a little more. Start to understand what these people have done to your land and your truth. Start to understand that what we lost separated us from our culture. People get lost in the culture when you separate them from their land, people. That's why we the only people on the planet separated from our culture, because it separated us from our original land. Africans are still on their original land. They might have got pushed around a little bit in the village, but they still on their original land. We are not. We scattered out all different type of places. Some of our people are, but most of us aren't. Now, let me give you an example before I get out of here. If you was on your original land and you walked outside and you saw mounds and tombs with Paleo-Hebrew symbols on there, saying your people's names in ancient languages, then your mind automatically will be like, damn, how my great-great-great-great-grandmama and them name got pictograph Hebrew on the top of the tomb. We had to be speaking this language. All these crop fields out here, we had to be growing some. We got a building over here with columns and pyramids on the front of it. We had to build that. So now you looking at your history different. You're not whipping it up from scratch. The cake already baked. You on the river with ancient languages and ancient buildings are made of granite. Now you like, okay, I see what my people done. So you separate the people from their land and move them off to somewhere else and push them off and kill off everybody. Now you don't know nothing about that. So you might pass by that every day. And you think it's a national park or something. You think it's a national park or something. You think it's a state park or it's this, it's that, it's that. But somebody was already living right there before them people put their park there. You get what I'm trying to tell you? Somebody put that mound out there, bro. You can't debunk it. Somebody literally put layers and layers and layers of topsoil for hundreds of years in one spot. Somebody actually did that. So you can't say nobody ain't there. It didn't happen there. Somebody got to explain who put that there. And them natives didn't do it. It's not their culture. They hunter-gatherers. They took what they could from our culture, but they are not structure and mound builders. So in 2026, if I walked outside and seen all this stuff my ancestors left me in Mississippi, ancient languages, mounds, structures made out of limestone, now a hunter-gatherer can't really tell me nothing about history. You can't tell me I'm from Africa and I got an ancient ancestor buried right here from 2000 BC. Get your cracker ass off my land. My ancestor right here from 1000 BC. And you tell me I come from Africa. Boy, if you don't get your ass out of here, boy, you must have lost your... Give me that belt. Y'all seen that nigga, the dude with the belt? Get your ass out. That's how I be doing. Give me the belt, man. Get your ass out. My people buried right there, boy. I'm talking about BC times. Now you can't teach me no African story. If my great right here in the ground, on land we still on, all theories go out the window then. So to make the lie work, you got to move the people off their ancestral land. That disconnects you from your culture. Now, what I want y'all to start doing is, Start to find your real ancestral land. That farm they talking about, your ancestor lived on in the census roll. Fuck that land allotment shit. Wherever your people was farming it on that census, you need to pull up. I'm telling you right now. Find out that farm lot on the census where it say your great-granddaddy was a farmer. Find that lot in that city and pull up. Then you're going to see the truth. You might go out there and see anything. Mounds, churches, cemeteries on top of your people, mansions, lakes, rivers. You might go see the best piece of land you ever seen in your life. Go find that farm your people on that census and pull up on it. I don't care where it's at. It could be in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi. You better pull up. Watch how it look. I guarantee you it ain't no arid land on no desert. I guarantee it. I pull up to my people's land on my other side of the family. These people got the most beautiful mansion, farm, creeks, lakes, big ass windmills, goddamn planes flying over shooting water on the crops. These folks out here balling. But my land allotment in Oklahoma and in Tulsa, get the fuck out of here. I want the planes flying over the crops. I don't want this shit y'all lied to me about talking about Oklahoma. Is y'all crazy? These people got a 3-story mansion, $1 million crop field. Hitting a button with timers on the tractors every day from the house. Start the tractors. In the house drinking lemonade. Tracked out there raking in millions of dollars worth of corn. Bringing it right back to the storehouse. That's my ancestor real land. Hunter-gatherers out there living real good. I know exactly where it's at. I done pulled up. See, this is a whole nother teaching. I ain't telling you no shit I done thought about. Truth now gassed up and pulled up. What's going on out here, man? Who are you, sir? Who the fuck are you? Because I'm trying to see what... Man, listen. What's y'all name? We finna get some class. We finna get some shit popping. Because I've done the research. I know what's going on out here. That's why they're trying to send your ass to Oklahoma so you can leave them people alone. And then on top of that, you run into these governors and senators and aldermen, police chiefs, sheriff deputies, and all these damn people connected to the government living on your people land. Because the people on my other side, not my daddy's side, them people is all government officials. See, it all started to make sense now. The people got the best land in these areas are the sheriff and the governor and the mayor and the district attorney and the attorney general. You get it? Now it's bigger than what you think it is. Now the strong people over the laws are running off the people who land they took it. They don't never want that evil secret to come back up. See, I don't never talk about this stuff because it's over some people's head. They don't understand it. And then I don't like to talk about it until I try to get this stuff resolved. But at the same time, that's what's going on, people. So if you live in a small town and you trace your stuff back to the land plot, nine times out of 10, it's going to be somebody who known in that town, a family name. A big name. It's going to be somebody who always had money, or somebody who linked to the sheriff or the governor or the mayor. And you're going to be like, damn, this the mayor's cousin, It's the mayor's auntie, the mayor's uncle. It gonna be some shit like that. The police chief brother. Or they giving away your shit to the first government officials that was in that city when that city formed, people. These are people that built the first city there on top of your ancestors' land. You get it now? So all their families still live on these areas. When y'all find out, y'all give me my DM and let me know what y'all find. You gonna be like, boy, you told me that the damn governor, damn daughter lived right there on top of my... the governor's granddaughter, the first founder of such and such city, Mississippi, damn great-grandchild living out there with her husband. You're gonna be like, damn, they done passed my people stuff down for generations. We know the truth now. Crazy, right? But if y'all missed this live, man, y'all follow me on YouTube, man. And I'll put this live on YouTube. That's my cash out. We know the truth now. And I got some logos coming out for this Great Awakening t-shirt. So y'all look out for me tomorrow, man. Y'all be safe out there. I love y'all and I'm in love with you, man. Roll the coin. We know the truth. And I hope y'all learned something today, bro. If not, catch it on YouTube. Go subscribe. The link is in my bio.